we're so polarized right now, especially in this country, with left versus right, Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, that people might be forgetting that the most important thing is forgiving people for what they've done to you, loving people, not necessarily agreeing with everything. I mean, there's certain things that I won't bend on, that I just won't bend on, whether somebody doesn't like it or not. It's the way it is in my head. Some things are just black and white, and that's the way they are. Some things are gray. There are some things that are gray. We were talking the other day about the philosophical question that the colleges ask all the time: would you shoot baby Hitler? That's a philosophical question that's been asked in millions of philosophy classes around the world. Would you shoot baby Hitler? And some people are immediately jump up and say, absolutely, I would shoot baby Hitler, even though it's a baby. If I knew that what was going to happen, he was going to kill 6 million Jews, I would kill baby Hitler. And they're adamant that's the way it's got to be done. And then there's other people who will argue, well, wait a minute, it's a baby. Maybe you could change that person before they become the animal that Hitler became. And then there are people who don't know. There are people in the middle. They're like, well, yeah, I could see on the one hand, how could you shoot a little baby who didn't do anything yet? And then you have on the other hand, well, how could you let that baby live knowing that it's going to kill 6 million Jews and be a terror? Or if you want to use bin Laden as another case, would you shoot baby bin Laden? I mean, these are not easy questions to answer. And I think some people think it's black and white. It's not. These are gray areas. These are not easy areas. What do you forgive? Again, like certain things I can forgive. And then there's hypocrisy that goes along with this as well. Like, I don't believe in the death penalty. I don't necessarily believe in the death penalty. But if somebody killed one of my children, would I want to kill them or have them killed? Yes. I mean, so there's a guilt in my gut about, well, how could you say that you're against the death penalty, but if it's your child, then you are for the death penalty? And that spins around in my head. That's something that I can't just let go of. I mean, I think that's maybe what makes me is that I think too much about these things, and maybe it's too much. Maybe I should just forget about it and just not even think about it. But it doesn't work that way for me. I have these feelings, and I can't. It's very hard for me sometimes to reconcile them. I want to be a forgiving person in a lot of ways, and then there are other parts of me that want to be. I wouldn't say vengeful, but well, maybe vengeful will be the word. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the word. If somebody hurt my family, yeah, I think I'd be vengeful. I would be. I look at somebody like Adam Walsh, the kid who was killed in 1981. He was beheaded by Otis Toole, and his father became John Walsh, who many people know did put a lot of people behind bars because of what happened to his son. And he channeled his anger through uh, doing good things by putting away criminals. Um, but I saw the movie, and I've heard him speak, and he wrote a book called Tears of Rage, and that inside, if he had 2 seconds alone with Otis Toole, that he would have ripped his head off. I mean, he said it. He said, I don't, he just wanted a piece of him so bad. When he went to the jailhouse, that the only thing he wanted was the cops to let him in there, and the cops obviously were not going to do that. I mean, there's got to be some kind of legal. It can't have chaos, but I understand his anger. I understand his inability to forgive, and to this day, I don't think he has forgiven, and I don't necessarily blame him. But do I give uh, props to people who are able to forgive things like that? Yeah, I think that's an incredible power to be able to do that. I admire that in people that can do it, but I don't look down